Stand in the shower and let the water wash over you, and imagine the water washing away your troubles down the plug, leaves you feeling very refreshed. That I agree with. A hot shower always does it. Hot shower always does it for me. All right, let's move on here. Grant states, I try to maintain my perspective and positivity, but always looking at the positive. I control my reactions and my self-determination. As a high school special needs teacher for many years, I will always strive to instill a can-do ethic to those around me. And you know what? He is right. Positivity works so well on this, don't you believe?
Yeah, you have to stay positive. Your mind can mess with you, and you just got to learn how to rewire yourself. Try to stay positive. If you feel like you're going to get angry or say something out of line, stop, breathe, count, and change your reaction. And in time, you'll change your wiring, and you will become a more positive person. But it can be really hard sometimes.
That it can. Thank you so much, Tessa, for being on the show in hour number 3. I'm excited for you. I'm very much excited for you.
Thanks, Dave. I'm really excited too. And I'm excited to see where this goes. And I hope that it goes great. I'm going to stay positive.
Exactly. You hold on, Tessa. I'm going to wrap things up here. Tessa Nicole Thompson, our brand new host on Spaced Out Sundays. We're going to hopefully get her up and running by this Sunday. If that's too quick, it'll be the following Sunday for sure. We're going to try and get her in there. You know, we want to get her back on the air. We got to get that show going. It has been a little bit of a thorn in our side, but we're pretty darn close. Pretty darn close, nonetheless. We also want to say a big thank you to Geraldine Orozco, who came on for the first 2 hours of the Spiritual You, talking about energy, talking about intuition, talking about extraterrestrials, hybridization. We can go anywhere with Geraldine. BayAreaMeditation.com is her website to check it out. Tomorrow night on the program, we have Tyson Bannigan coming on in. We are going to be talking about dowsing, healing, and getting in touch with yourself a little bit clearer. It's going to be a great show starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern time at spacedoutradio.com. We got Mr. Ron Bumblefoot Thal rocking in the background with Little Brother is Watching. Bumblefoot is the official music of Spaced Out Radio, rocking us in and out of every single show. Get your horns up for the guitar god himself. Love rocking and Little Brother is Watching. A big thank you to all of you listening at home, in your cars, at work, wherever you may be, including you, Uncle Bob. Still love it when you intro me, my friend. Hope you're doing well in your hospital bed. Big shout out to everybody at Twitter at hashtag Spaced Out Radio, Spreaker, on Periscope, in the chat room there, and the veterans of the SOR Space Travelers Club on Facebook. We got a lot of things coming up here. We're working some very long days. We thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing your show. Thank you for bringing in new listeners each and every day, because together, my friends, we own the night. I will talk to you in 21 hours from now. Mr. Bumblefoot, we need a favor.
Take us home.
We need you to take us home. See you tomorrow, guys. Good night.
I just know it word for word. It's like Back to the Future, Part 1.
Yeah.
Great Scott! They found me. Who? The Libyans! Run for it, Marty!
I want to see it from here. Where else can we see this from?
But it's so funny how they put it on the Libyans right away, you know? And then not even 15 years later, they go after the Libyans.
After who?
They go after the Libyans.
The Libyans?
Well, Gaddafi.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Fuck, look at what they did to him, man. They ripped him apart on YouTube live, man. They stoned him to death.
They stoned
ripped him. Fucking, he was all ragdoll, man, within 5 minutes of getting...
The views and opinions expressed by tonight's guest and topic of discussion do not necessarily represent the official policy or position of Spaced Out Radio, Spaced Out Saturdays or Sundays, SOR Media, its hosts, syndicated carriers, or anyone associated with this broadcast, any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use.
I want to finish with Baruch Eli. Yeah, let's listen to that.
Side a little bit, a lump of flesh. So if you ask the scholars to give you the list of details about this little sign of his prophethood, they will look at you first, but then being honest about their faith, they will give you a list. And many scholars have worked on it. They have put together a ton of evidence on this one in the hadith. Now, this was one of the very big signs that when the entity called Gabriel had made the first contact with Muhammad, and later on, people asked Apostle Muhammad that, how do you define him? And he said, he comes to me in the human form, but in real, he has 1,000 wings or the wingspan. 1,000 wings or the span of the 1,000 wings is a measurement. So this also, I noted down in my log that, look, this looks very extraterrestrial. He's a shapeshifter. Is he changing his shape for human? Because there's a fear element if you see them in the reality. And recently, my focus has shifted to something very important. And this is also coming from the Quran directly, but also supported by the Hadith. Now, I'm going to give a quick background in linguistics to bridge between two different cultures. Now, in the word, not the name, the word Adam, actually in its original meaning does not mean a man, but it means the color red. In Arabic, it's called the color red. The color of the blood is called dam. And Hebrew, the red color is called Demu. So Demu is the label of a being whose blood is color red. Why is it color red? Anybody who understands chemistry can understand that the human blood, because of the iron, remember the ferrous oxide in the hemoglobin causes the rust color because of oxidation. But I have a question. Now, people who understand this, if some entity blood was not based on the iron, the ferrous oxide, it was based on, say, copper oxide, wouldn't the oxidation in the color of green, wouldn't it have a green?
Like Mr. Green.
Mr. Green. So guess what? Yeah. In the Quranic Chronicles, the biggest story of our common ancestor with our Jewish brothers, the Moshe, the big Pharaoh fighter Moshe, his story contains a travel with a person who's named the Mr. Green. In Arabic, I'll call Al-Khidr. In Arabic, the vegetables are called Al-Khadra, and this Khadr means green, the one who is green. My understanding is the Al-Khidr, who has a longer lifespan than humans, appears green, not only in his dress, but is in his appearance, because what if, it's only a possibility I'm throwing out, a theory for research, that if his blood is based on the copper, and the copper oxidated color is usually turns into a, just like
it's what hemocyanide is the the type of the blood. And one interesting fact is that, the Russians, when they pulled those the new species out of Lake Vostok that hasn't seen, they said millions of years, but I think it's tens of thousands of years. So back during this time period, when they pulled that, it's called isopod, whenever they pulled that creature out, it had copper-based blood, not hemoglobin-based blood, so it was copper carrying oxygen.
So
isn't that awesome? It's crazy.
Yeah, and Al-Khidr is mentioned, I believe, I have to double check this, it's also mentioned in a hieroglyph in the Egyptian dynastical carvings on the pyramids in a person with a green skin. Al-Khidr is mentioned there. And the Western society also had incorporated in their novels the Green Knight of the Arthurian Wars. The King Arthur's wars were supported by a guy made of a green body and a green armor called the Green Knight. Now, this subject of the Green Man in the Eastern traditions is called a savior. He comes and guides people, and he tells where to go. He's a guide of some sort. But to me, this person is the civilizational jumper. Whenever you see a civilization living primitive, and then all of a sudden they have a jump in their civilizational values, like, for example, their bathroom structures were very primitive, and all of a sudden they have an elaborate hygiene system. This supposedly quick jump must have a reason behind it. Human history is step oriented. It does not really jump that evolutionary, like monkeys to humans. So similarly,